For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to My Player / Become a Legend episode number 10 here on PES 2018. As we head into episode 10, we're hoping to score our 10th goal of the league season today, if we can, in either of the games against Brentford or Norwich. A couple of games in quick succession as well, a midweek one followed by a weekend one, so hopefully we're played for both. We should be. We've been on the starting team sheet for every game so far. Again, starting alongside Lee Gregory. We had a good run of things in the last episode for the first time in a while. We picked up a goal, Gregory picked up a couple, and, well, we hit the bar and the post 3 times between us as well over the course of the 2 games. So, hoping to continue that run of good form, get Millwall further up the table, get my stats higher, and give ourselves a better opportunity of a decent transfer in the upcoming January window. We'll start with Brentford, we'll end with Norwich. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel too for more. Hopefully you're enjoying your Christmas period. And hopefully we can cap it with a couple of Christmas presents in the form of goals. Nice ball dinked out wide. Get himself into the box. Cross could come in. Gregory takes that to feet and then back. This is good, actually really good possession football. Can we find a cross? Oh, it's looped. I'm there. I'm not there. I thought I was going to get there. I didn't. We'll play it over the top for the man out wide. I'll get into the box. Lofts it into me. Drop the shoulder. Turn, look for a teammate, tell him to shoot. Shoot! He has done, Gregory. We lead by a goal to 0. After just 9 minutes, we take the lead here at the Den. I was hoping the pass would go all the way to Gregory itself, but it didn't. And then I asked the man that passed it to Gregory and ended up getting the assist to shoot. He didn't. But thankfully, Lee Gregory did. There was a defender with him. And this pass here was meant for Lee Gregory. But it went to the number 2, who then played it in, and he took a dodgy touch. I thought the chance was gone, but thankfully he was able to sort his feet out and then squeeze it home. We lead by a goal to 0 in the opening 10 minutes. Vibe. Dinked over to Josef Zoon. Oh, he saved it onto the bar. I thought for a minute that was still going to go in. Brentford, within 60 seconds of going behind, hit the woodwork and very nearly equalise. Keeper nearly made an absolute mess of that. Nice ball into Gregory. I'm in the box. Will he be able to find me? No, he's looking for the man at the back post, so who bundles it home? It's Jed Wallace. It's Millwall 2. I thought the defender was going to get to that, or the keeper was going to catch it. I was about to really abuse Lee Gregory for putting a terrible cross into the box. And he's behind the defender, but he's just reached around him with his left leg. How the defender hasn't cleared that, I've no idea. Watch Jed Wallace's left leg. He's behind the defender and he reaches around him like that. Look, that's a great goal. That's actually very well taken. Millwall 2, Brentford 0. Nice ball into the feet of Gregory. Gets it quickly to me. He's called for it again, so I'll give it to him. And he's worked that out wide nicely. Now we're in the box. And the cross comes and I'm arriving at the back post. I'm just not quite tall or quick enough to get there. Nice tackle on Weber. He's giving that straight to Roman Sawyers though. Not the obvious pass, mate. You've just gifted them possession back. Brentford have been decent enough in this game to lead me to believe that they could, if the chances fall their way, get themselves back into it despite our 2-goal advantage. Couldn't quite get on the end of that clearance, and now here's Weber. So Roman Sawyers could go for the 1-2 and has done. Skips away from 2, passes it across to Josef Zoon. Could shoot, spins back. Makocho, he will shoot, and the keeper makes a good save. 5 minutes to go in this first half. Brentford have been just as good as us, if not better probably, but we somehow still have a 2-0 lead. Barbe floats the free kick in, finds Judge, lays it down to Jos. Strike. Oh, that wasn't far away at all from Josef Zoon. It's probably the closest they've come so far actually. Struck really cleanly but wide of the target. We've got a free kick. It's going to be lofted forward in towards the box. I'll try and flick that on, which I've done well. Ask the man to shoot. It's going to drop to me. I'll shoot. That's almost a carbon copy of the effort that Josef Zoon had at the other end. Ball dropping on the edge of the box to me, letting fly and just missing the target. Pretty much exactly the same. Weber, back to Makocho. Great first time ball to Malpai. They should be not equalising, but pulling one back here, and they have done. That's really good football from Brentford. they've played that well all game long. It's just that it's taken them until the 80th minute to find the ball to actually get it into the back of the net. That first time lofted cross, I probably would have hit that first time personally and wasted it. It's good composure, brings it down, gets it under control, slots it into the back of the net. It's 2-1 now, and 10 minutes to go for Brentford to try and find an equaliser. Oh, Pite. His pass forward is intercepted, but somehow ends up back at his feet. Weber tackled. Again, somehow comes away with the ball. Brentford showing great strength here. Malpai in the box, but it's going to be cleared away. Starting to get slightly concerned that they might be getting themselves an equaliser here, Brentford. I'll be honest, their play so far in this game probably deserves something from the game, whether that be a single point or 3. Probably not 3. We've been decent enough ourselves, but they've edged possession, and their possession play has been very good too. I called for that there, and Gregory's calling for it, so I'll just dink it and hope that we can find him, and he'll get there, and he can't shoot, but it's going to drop to me. I'll shoot, and the keeper saves very, very well down low to his right-hand side. We very nearly confirmed all 3 points there with a final chance and a final goal. I'll try and get this off the man, but just not strong enough. And now here comes Weber with an option on the outside in Alan Judge. He's got a man running on the outside of him, but Lasse Weber gets it out wide to Archibald now. Cross could come in, still waiting for it potentially. And an equaliser maybe for Brentford. Judge darting inside. This is a really good run. He shoots. He very nearly does get that equaliser. It's a stunning save from the keeper. He too diving away down low, this time to the left rather than the Brentford keeper's right as it was a moment ago. Ball goes from end to end. I'm back on defensive duty now as we just try and get this clear and salvage all 3 points. And I get the header on that and clear it personally, and hopefully the referee will blow his whistle momentarily. We get that away from danger, and there is the final whistle. A 2-1 victory at home against Brentford that was extremely hard fought. As they say in commentary just afterwards. I should be a proper football commentator, shouldn't I? Millwall 2, Brentford 1, the final score. We weren't necessarily the better side, but we edged it just with those 2 early goals in the first half. Pleased with that. It's 3 more points. That'll move us up the table. Now let's try and replicate that result against Norwich. Right, Norwich away next, as we mentioned, and it's Steve Morrison that's starting alongside me. Don't really know why. Lee Gregory's been in inspired form recently. I did score in the episode yesterday, but I didn't score in that last game. I mean, I'll take it. Me starting ahead of anyone is still good news. At least I'm not left on the bench. We'll just try and get another 3 points. That win actually against Brentford has moved us up into 7th. So we're now 1 place outside the playoffs. And also I forged 100% trust from the manager apparently as well. So that's why I'm on the team sheet every single week. We'll float it up to me. I'll try and flick this on. Steve Morrison is probably the best player to aim for of the 2 of us, aerially, because he's better than me with his head. But we could get a cross in here from a teammate. He's tried to. Took a deflection, but it will reach the edge of the box here, and the shot is blocked. Can we get another effort? Oh, he's not even going to catch up with the ball. Can we get another effort in the opening few moments? Norwich are one of the better teams in the division, obviously, but I'll have to see if we can get anything from this one. Nelson Oliveira, through ball on the right-hand side to Marley Watkins. Man on the far side, actually, Matt Jarvis was in a much better position if he'd have played an earlier pass. Where's Hewland to Nelson Oliveira? Flicks it on with his head, and I have no idea what the keeper's doing there. There's no pace on that whatsoever. That wasn't dangerous at all. Corner to come in from Wes Houlihan. Norwich very nearly took an unexpected and unorthodox 1-0 lead there. Headed away by the defender, but only as far as Harrison Reed. But thankfully, second defender gets up to it. Now, Steve Morrison's starting to make a run, but not able to find him. Just keep possession for now. I don't know what to expect from this one, because it is just a few days later. Not everybody that's playing is on full stamina, myself included, and a few Norwich players are actually running low on it too, so I'm not sure whether it's going to be a bit of a drab game where everyone's quite tired, or whether it's actually just going to come alive, and because everyone's so tired there's going to be plenty of mistakes and as a result plenty of goals. Time will tell. 10 minutes in though, there's none that have come thus far, but I could send Steve Morrison away here and we might get one. And I'm going to bust the gut to get there. He's gone out wide. Oh, is the cross going to come in? It does. I'm there, I've flicked it, but it's going to go wide. That'll be a goal kick. Morrison should win this header. He's so good in the air. It's one thing that Gregory doesn't have is an aerial presence. I try and have an aerial presence, but I don't necessarily always... Oh, come out on top with my head. As you've seen in the past couple of episodes, I have had a number of headed opportunities and headed efforts that haven't done very well. That was a good ball in, and I tried to just sweep it with my left foot, but too much curl on it and it goes away past the post. That would have been a hell of a finish if that ended up in the top bins. Good ball over the top to Matt Jarvis. Chests it down. Cross comes in. Oliveira goes down. You can hear the cheers from the Norwich crowd asking for a penalty, and the referee decides to give nothing. It was a very strong challenge from behind, nowhere near the ball. Should Norwich have had the opportunity for a spot kick there? Advantage played by the referee in this instance, but we can't get it forward. 10 minutes to go till half time. It's still 0-0, but chances are starting to come at either end now. It's getting quite stretched. Oliveira. He's got 3 defenders around him, and none of them can get a tackle in. Marley Watkins gives the ball away though, and now we could come on the counter. Out wide here. Ball played early over the top towards me. I'm up against Grant Hanley. My guy just jumped and let it hit him more so than anything else. Did I get anything on the ball there? I didn't. I'm probably going to get a yellow card for that. The ball was clearly there to be won. Just a warning for me. No booking. The ball was there to be won. I genuinely thought I could get to it there. And he's played it through my legs. As I've lunged in, he's played it through his legs. Ridiculous. Very, very nearly getting a great slide tackle. Also very, very nearly getting myself booked. But neither happened. Oliveira out wide to Stephen Naismith. Came on at half time. Hasn't really had anything to do thus far, but involved in this move for Norwich. 10 minutes into the second half. Wasn't really that sweet a feat. Thank you. Oh, Matt Jarvis. Go get there and away, please. This is dangerous. How we haven't conceded there, I'm not sure. Here's Ivo Pinto out wide. Cross could come in, but it's defended very well by the left back. Swept forward towards me, actually. I'll try and knock this down to Steve Morrison, but I can't. Oh, but that's given away. And I'll make the run forward, and we'll spin in behind. Oh, that's a nice little turn. I'll lay it into the teammate. I'm going to drive inside and try and get myself on the end of a cross if one comes. Here's Morrison. I've called for it, and he lays it into me. The early shot. Oh, deflected, and the keeper pushed that against the post, I think, to keep it out. How have we not scored there? Still 0-0, but I'm not entirely too sure how the keeper and the woodwork have kept that out. Oliveira, lovely ball through to Naismith. He's onside. Well held by the goalkeeper. I nearly scored at one end. They nearly scored at the other. This game has been really stretched as both teams, you can see how low my stamina is after just 65 minutes. Both teams are absolutely shattered, to be completely honest, with the game coming midweek after the game at the weekend. But one team will probably get themselves all 3 points by just nicking them. It's got the feel of a 1-0 game. But thankfully, Nelson Oliveira there is headed wide and will stay at 0-0 for now. 25 minutes to go. Oliveira tackled quickly into me. Send Morrison through. It's a lovely through ball. He's going to get there ahead of the keeper. He went for the dink. Oh, he tried to chip it over the goalkeeper and it didn't work. He stood up well and stood his ground. Again, I've got the feeling it's going to be a 1-0 game. Oliveira nearly scored at this end with a flicked on header. And with a flicked chip, we very nearly scored at the other. But there's still 20 minutes to go. I'm dead on my feet right now. I've got barely any stamina left whatsoever. It's kind of the similar situation for the majority of the two teams on the field right now. But trying my best. But so far our best hasn't been good enough in this one. I've been substituted off as well. Clearly my best wasn't good enough. Lee Gregory's come on in my place. Is that the change though? To give us the opportunity to go and score and get the goal to win it. We'll find out in due course. Free kick for Norwich. Rancic has just come on, lofted into Naismith. Hit first time, but well over the bar. It would have been a world-class goal had it ended up in the back of the net, but luckily for me it didn't. Tackled by Thompson. Now. Please score now. Morrison. Strike from distance, wide of the target. Final whistle goes. As was the case in yesterday's episode, a win followed by a draw, but we're on a nice unbeaten run, a really nice unbeaten run at present. Norwich 0, Millwall 0. It was a game played between two very tired teams, but there were a number of opportunities in it. I actually did quite well, a 6.5. I played better than Morrison, but it was my lack of stamina really that was the reason why I got substituted off rather than my overall performance. But what does that do for us in the league? We actually dropped now from 7th down to 8th, but still only 2 points away from 6th and those playoff spots. Aston Villa running away with it at the top of the table, still undefeated after 18 games. Wow. And we drew against Villa, didn't we? I'm quite pleased with that. We're actually having a really good season. 12 goals in 19 games with 3 assists. Getting closer and closer to 71 rated now, I feel, because we've been at 70 for a while. I'd like to get at least one more rating up, if not another, to give ourselves a better opportunity or better chance of getting the right move when January comes around. But up next, in tomorrow's episode, will be a game against Nottingham Forest to start us off. And after that, I'm not sure who we have, actually. We'll find out in due course. I'm still joint top goal scorer in the league, though, with 9. But I'd very much like to get my 10th in tomorrow's video if I possibly can. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more. I'll see you next time.